Now we're going into game 5, and like you said, here's the ace that you were talking about.
Release the onions. All right.
Here's the
now
ace
we're serious.
Talking about. I'm so sorry about that. And the stream went down again, I think. Maybe it didn't. I'm going to talk like it's not. But we're going to start the game fresh. And there's a strikeout on the first at bat here in game 5.
Center fielder, number 27.
We've got 7 games sent in, I would say, but it doesn't necessarily mean there are 7 games, is what I want to say, to not ruin anything. I asked the people behind the scenes to send me 7 game clips to throw me off,
Right fielder,
whether it's 5, 6, or 7. So we'll see exactly how it ends, but right now we are in game 5. Once again, I apologize, but we've got a 2-out knock here and a single.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 16.
Here's Hero up with one runner on. Watches the changeup on the outside. Now watches the fastball in the same location.
A similar lefty to Lamurde here, except and she's got the cut fastball instead of the slider. We'll see. She gets out of there clean.
And yeah, like you said, it was a oh no!
Oh, Rexy.
Headshot on the pitcher. There's not even an out yet, and this pitcher just
broke
that's
his
bad.
jaw. That's really bad.
This could be a huge problem. We've seen a lot of rotation, a lot of bullpen use in
my,
this series, but do you want to go before you even get one out to your bullpen? He's not. Rex Gunn is going to stay in for now. I think he actually has to. You got to go through 3 batters, do you not?
Yeah. I don't know. The computer somehow pulls the pitcher when this happens. I don't know how they do it. But anyway, a Fireball Max special there for Rex Gunn. So now he is pretty much down to 0.
Yeah, he's able to get the first out, but the way we've seen the location in this series, I think it's the location you have to worry about.
There it is.
Yeah, left field. It's going to find its way over the wall. And the Black Roses and Snowbird in the very first inning of game 5 here. Game 5 are up 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say it. A lot of times you can get away with this for an inning or 2 and just kind of bite the bullet, but I don't see Rexy getting away with this for very long. You might have to pull. Well, got away with. Yeah. You know, that's what you need, though, is some hard-hit outs.
I mean, Billy, like, if you're going to win a championship, is this not one of those situations where, like,
right, you got to find a way.
If you can figure a way to get this to work just for a couple innings, maybe 3 innings, 2 or 3 innings, just enough to get a reliever in there at a reasonable time, it could really change your destiny. But that one's not going to help. It's a fork ball. It's deep center field. It's going to hit off the wall, and a misplay out there. She's going to round for third. She is. Magic Max doesn't have the best arm, but it's going to be close, and she turns back. Thinks better of it.
Yeah, it's different, though. We see XBL players do this, and they can get away with it. But there's a massive difference. These players are not locating anything like XBL players, so that hit to accuracy is really, really bad.
Right.
And the other thing is, these are both top hitters, and especially Snow can handle low velo very well. So Rexy is in trouble here. It'd be interesting. He might be able to pull this out, but he's in trouble.
If he's able to pull this out, it is such a huge moment for their team. It really sets them up with an opportunity, because if you're able to get out of a situation like this, it really boosts your confidence. But he's got to swing better at the plate, and he swings at a changeup way early, and there's a couple of outs.
Number 30.
Couldn't score in the first. Now he's down to 2 outs here in the second. Pretty good location here from Snow. Gets another early swing. Curveball coming in low, and he watches it. Good eye. Curveball coming in high. It's going to find the zone. And he watches it again. 2 clean innings from Snowbird. And what we're seeing, some good pitching on the mound for the Black Roses. And Rex Gunn comes back out here with so much pressure on him at half of a jaw. And he gives up a leadoff hit. Another misplay in center field. Magic Max hauls it in, but a leadoff double here.
Yeah, that's the problem. Some people really struggle against low velo, and you can get away with this kind of nonsense, but it's going to be tough here.
Yeah, I think the difference between AAA and XBL, hang on a second, hit to right field. He's going to scoop it up. She's going to go to second. Yeah, it's not going to be a play at the plate. Another double with no outs. But anyways, like I was saying, the difference between XBL and AAA is I think XBL players can much better maneuver situations like this because of their skill. They can locate even if their accuracy goes down. It's going to be interesting. Billy, an XBL hopeful, really gets a chance to show what he's made of right here on the mound. 1-2 count. Whoa, and it goes over the catcher and gonna advance to third. I don't think it matters a ton right here with no outs, to be fair. Full count now. She's worked her way, and the pitcher with a chance to do something here, and she's gonna hit it to shortstop. It's gonna hang on. He goes to short, and it's not gonna have enough time to go to first. And we've seen that a lot this series. Some fielding decisions that are pretty questionable.
Yeah, I mean. Wow. Oh, big play there, though.
Just to clear up in the chat, Sham, I'm sorry, I accidentally played the wrong first 3 innings of the first game. So we're in game 5 now. And I'm not sure if the one I played was game 6 or 7 because I asked them to label it separately to keep the booth from knowing the way it ends. So we will play that next game, obviously, but this is game 5. It's a fresh game. 4-0, Black Roses, 2 outs. We did see a reliever come in, Greensmith, in the second inning. Gonna need a lot of length out of his relievers to make it through this game. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Morales, the SPRP.
Uh-oh.
Over the shortstop, center fielder dives super early. It's not gonna matter, but Max hauls it in, brings it to third. And another run, and we're up 5-0 for the Black Roses. And like we brought up, the early run rule threat is already showing. That's a good dive from Max. It's not going to matter. Another run scores, but does limit it to a single because of the dive. 6-0 in the bottom of the second. Liner to shortstop, goes to first, and now he gets out of it. If you're the Mighty Mallards here, like we talked about, you got to keep your game alive and give yourself a chance to get some runs. It's getting late early, and we see a curveball floated to right field on the first pitch.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 46.
Yeah, he could still hit his way out of this.
Now batting,
Melissa Dunyans is locked in, though, and has a lot of stats. Oh, that's not a good pitch.
Good location on a fastball here. He hits it well left field, but he's going to be under it. Thigh trap is there, looking to put the second out away, and she does.
Now batting,
if you're the Mallards, you're down 6. You would like to get a run or two. A little 2-out rally here might prolong your game. Good pitch right there from however you pronounce her last name. Well struck curveball right field. It's going to be a single.
Yeah, and she's getting the ball on the plate, which is nice here. You don't want to bail him out with any walks right now. You know, you don't want a meatball, but you got to stay on the plate and put the pressure on him.
Yeah, walks are just a real no-no in this series. In some series, you can walk people because they're not the greatest batter, but if you walk people here, it's just candy because they're able to convert with runners on.
Yeah, and you also get the RNG and all the mojo going against you, which is where things tend to fall apart.
All right, 3-2 count. Curveball's going to find the zone. Billy's able to hit it up center, and we have a chance for a 2-out rally here. We know any batter at the plate with these two has a chance to send it over the wall. Sanchez Swift is up. It's somewhat of a big spot because of the run differential this early on and the prowess that Snowbird has when she comes back up.
Yeah, it is.
Popped way up. It's not going to be deep enough. And okay, Billy comes up. We're going to be in the bottom of the third, and Snowbird's been able to put up 6 so far. He's got to hold her under 4 here. She is the home team. That's not going to help, but he gets lucky. Completely roped over there to the second baseman.
He's throwing a lot of pitches on the plate. This is, I mean, he's got to challenge her better than this. She'll just crush these pitches. These are all they're not even on the corners. They're all just on there. Well, there's one, but I mean he's pretty much landing on the plate.
Yeah, and it slipped us, but he already subbed out that SPRP. We're in the 3rd inning. He's on his 2nd reliever now.
Really?
Jackie Junk is in. The reliever was Specialist and K Neglector. Interesting decision. I know you're down 6, but you practically cannot make your pitcher last long enough.
No, he has to run.
SPRP.
He has to run rule her. He can't run out of pitching late. He's gonna have to run rule her by at least the 6th inning, or he's done.
Right. Up center field. And there's going to be a 2-out single. And yeah, you can run your SPRP plus all your relievers and closer, like 7, 8 innings, but you can't do it with just relievers and just your closers. So we're going to, if this goes to a full game, we're 100% going to be seeing a position player or a pitcher with no stats running for the last couple innings of this game.
Or just running an empty CP, something along those lines.
Only 3 pitches on this reliever, too. You need him to stretch like 4 innings, and he's got 3 pitches. That one's a screwball, not hit on time. He's got to attack the zone at this point. If you're going to run your reliever out this early, you have no choice but to attack the zone because you need that pitch count low.
Right.
But wow, what a dangerous prospect to have up. Facing someone like Snowbird and knowing you have to attack the zone, I'm sure she's aware of that as well. Second baseman able to scoop it up. A clean inning, though, from Mighty Mallards. 13 or 14 pitches for the reliever there. We're going to really watch that pitch count closely.
Yeah, and if I'm Eliza Dunyans, I'm feeling really good here. I'm just going to keep challenging him until I see something because, you know, this game she has the momentum, and if she can just avoid real meatballs, she can probably get some hard hit outs.
Right. We see a pop up here after a leadoff single. Okay, for a second I thought that was going to be misplayed, but able to scoop it up for the first out.
Baseman, number 28.
Sorry, I've got to send a text real quick.
Low runner on first.
Curveball finds the zone, another pop out to right field. And yeah, like Ox is saying in the chat, the Mighty Mallards, they're running out of time unless they can pitch the way they did last inning, which is really not sustainable against a team like the Black Roses. You need to try to get something
Not with
here.
no velo.
Yeah, no velo, exactly. And the fact that he has to attack the zone. Great changeup, but it's a little low. 2-1, 2 outs. Fastball out of zone, 3-1. And now we've got a full count with 2 outs. 50 pitches for this pitcher. Change up outside, and there's the walk.
You can't throw that. Yeah, you can't throw that. She's got to get on the plate. He's not going to swing at balls. It's just a matter of mixing up the pitches just enough to throw him off and avoid the real meatballs. You can get on the plate.
Good swing.
If you're mixing it up, but obviously any meatball is going to get crushed.
Yeah. And here it is. Billy's got a chance to really bring this game back with it. Oh my, is he going to sub again? He subs again. This is huge. He has to score because he's going to have a real struggle on the mound for the back half of this game now.
Yeah, we might see a cardboard cutout on the mound for Billy by the end of this.
It's 3-1 now. Bases are loaded. Huge pitch here, and she walks one in. And Billy gets his first run of the game because of it.
Yeah, she keeps missing that low outside corner. It's a good corner to throw at, but...
Yeah, you got to hit it. Comes the changeup. A little high, 1-0, and still every at-bat right now until the end of this inning is huge because of the pitcher situation for the Mallards. Good curveball, gets him swinging.
Good pitch.
That was a great pitch. I would have sat on that even knowing it was a strike in that situation, but the Mighty Mallards swing. They're able to get 1 run, but that is not necessarily what you need. Now you've got your reliever, your 3rd reliever of the game already in. Billy Beam with little to no accuracy and only 3 pitches. I mean, if you're the Mallards, almost every pitch has to be a strike right now. You've got to try to get 3 pitch at-bats the rest of the game.
Yeah, definitely. Velo is your best bet probably against Snow most of the time. It's going to be tough with this accuracy, but...
Oh, my. And a leadoff walk after being up 0-2 in the count. Ends up walking on 4 straight pitches. And now we see Greensmith locked in, shortstop. Curveball hit up center, and now we've got 2 on with no outs. And like we said, it's huge for Billy to get some runs because he only got 1. And Snow's already looking very threatening. Danger Rev with 2 people on. And she hits that one well, center field, curveball, it's over the wall. And it's 1-9, an 8-run lead for Snowbird here in Game 5.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of talk about Billy's location, but a lot of it is his actual pitchers are garbage. I mean, look at this pitcher. Falls behind with about 10 accuracy to begin with. It's going to be tough to locate with that, even if you're a star pitcher. So, but again, like we said, he's a rookie. We're seeing some things such as the roster build, which is important, extremely important.
Yeah.
And he wants, he's talked to me since. He wants to learn how to build, for the next level, for the next season. And one thing is obviously the accuracy on these pitchers is just not, I mean, you're going to have to be in the top 1%, which he clearly is not.
Right, and after the dong, he is able to get a couple of quick outs. It's 1-9, an 8-run lead.
Number 27.
And the pitcher for the Mallards is already tense as well, on top of the fact he's on his 3rd reliever. Even if he brings this game back within striking distance, he's got to do that and some, because there's no way he gets out of this without giving up a few more runs with the way his pitching situation is. Curveball over there, happenstance able to put it away. The curveball's been pretty successful so far for the starter on the mound.
Yeah, that's one thing you can do with really anybody, but certainly Billy, is you hate to throw that fastball, but if you do man up or woman up and throw that fastball a couple times, you can get him with a good curveball on a corner quite often.
Change up low, 1-1. 69 pitches. There's the 70th pitch. Starter's still doing well, only giving up 1 run. 2-2, good pitch on the outside. Now we see the fastball. He watches it, great eye from Billy. Full count, here comes that curveball yet again. Great location, and he watches it, and a great strikeout from Black Roses there. Her location is crisp right now.
All right, now I'm ticked off if I'm the Mallards. I mean, you're down 9-1, and Blue turns against you.
He's not, like, really with this accuracy, he's not doing that bad. You just put yourself in such a hole, you leave yourself no room for error right now. Even 2 runners on, and the chance for the game is there. The chance to be over. Second baseman, great diving play, huge from Dave. And 2 outs really quickly, and that's exactly what you need. If I'm Snowbird here, I'm sitting on, I'm hardly swinging until 2 strikes because I know the reliever situation, but she's still being aggressive. 0-2
now. She can't be chasing that. Make this dude pitch. He can't
again.
even throw it on the plate.
And yeah, Billy bailed out, gets a clean inning, and very few pitches thrown. That's a huge help to him.
39.
But it's the 6th inning now. We're into the later innings, and Billy's only got 1 run. Snowbird looks like she's locating better than typical. And Billy's kind of watching a lot of these pitches, which, I mean, I understand. They're good location. Curveball gets him again for the first out.
Yeah, a great job on the mound thus far. 28. She's got her star pitcher on there, and she's pitching like a star. So it's going to be tough for Billy. But the only thing I would say for Snow is she got used to him throwing a lot of strikes. But when he has a garbage pitcher like that on the mound, you got to, like you said, at least make him get 1 strike. She's not making him get any strikes.
Yeah, you got to work that pitch count. Curveball up high, 3-1. Pitcher's starting to wane a little bit. Stamina coming into play. Full count. Still locked in, which helps. Curveball, once again, works for her. The curveball's been nasty this game for the starter. And I'm a little bit surprised the Mallards only have 1 run. I think they're rattled because of the pitcher situation and realize the pressure they have at the plate because of it.
Right. Yeah, and that does play into it. There's so much pressure at the plate because you know your pitching can't hold.
And as much as we say can't hold, we've had a couple of good innings from Billy here. That one's not going to be a good start. Leadoff hit, but really Billy's.
But he's getting bailed out. He's getting bailed out.
To be fair, but Billy Bemis came in and only at 21 pitches, he's in his third inning of action right now. That's exactly what you need. I think he only has a closer left, if I'm not wrong. Good pitch on the inside, two-seam.
Even that, she's bailing him out.
Right.
Why would you swing at that?
But a couple of hits now with no outs, and the Black Roses have a chance right here with this batter up to the plate. They could take the win and be up 3-2 right here. Rally stopper engaged as well.
Oh, and he's being patient. Now Billy's in trouble.
Oh, 2-1 count.
Now Billy's in trouble. She's making him work.
2-2 count. Velo
got
too
a little
much.
antsy.
Curveball, and it's got a chance for a double play. He turns it second over to first in time, and we got 2 outs, and Billy once again is able to get out of a situation, but it's not over yet. A home run here, and the game's over.
Yeah, I got to give Billy credit, though. That was a great pitch.
Oh, and Billy once again. It seems like every inning you expect it to be over, and he's able to survive. He's got to put up runs, though. 1-9. We're on the top of the 7th here in Game 5 of your AAA World Series.
Yeah, sometimes, Unicorn, one pitch can save your entire half inning, and we saw that there.
Now batting,
Here comes the pinch hitter. We're going to see the starter pulled. I mean, the reliever pulled again for the Mallards. I mean, he just feels like he has to score. I mean, it's not surprising, I guess. In this situation, I think Billy's very aware he's in run rule territory and has to focus on offense and worry about pitching second. Changeup hit well on a perfectly located changeup on the corner. He turns back, smart decision with that short wall in right field. He's got a 1-out single.
The shortstop.
Be interesting to see when Snowbird turns to the pen. The pitcher's empty.
Yeah.
She's done such a good job, but at the same time, she's almost completely empty on stamina.
Yeah, if I'm Snowbird right here, I sub. Because you want to keep that run roll opportunity there, but she keeps them in. 1-9, we've got 2 on, 1 out. Billy has a chance to bring this thing back within striking distance. 5 or 6 runs is very doable for either of these teams, but he's got to do it now. Top of the 7th. Needs a big hit. Watches another one, 3-1. Accuracy becoming a problem for Snowbird, and yep, it shows. 4 pitches.
Yeah, I think the loyalty needs to disappear here.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay. Billy's got to take advantage of this. He has to. This might be your best opportunity.
She does have composed, but
gets lucky on a red reticle.
Oh yeah.
2-1. Here comes a strike. Watches it 2-2. A huge pitch coming here. Curveball finds the zone, and he watches it again.
Oh!
That low outside curveball, but look who it is. It's Hero, and you don't want anyone else up. This has been the man for the Mallards this series. 1-1.
Yeah, he's been getting ripped apart on that late count curveball. We'll see what Hero can do here.
3-1. We'll see.
He's gonna walk. I think he's gonna walk.
Changeup finds the zone. He swings early. 3-2 count. Series could rest on this. He swings the curve.
Oh, it forces the swing.
Man, oh man, Snowbird's been locating that low outside curveball extremely well, and that's the difference in this ball game right now, I think. Just her location on that 2-strike curveball has been really stellar.
Yeah, the late count curveball has absolutely destroyed the Mallards in this game. It's just been inning after inning where he's got...
Oh my. Right field. It's going to find its way into the stands, and now it's 10-1. We're 1 run away from seeing Snowbird take the series lead 3-2. So now every batter that walks up to the plate has a chance of ending this game. Holder with his 5th home run of the playoffs.
Third baseman, number 91.
Yeah, pitcher's rattled. Got Labita at the dish. Gets a single there.
Rattled already? He just brought this girl in. This is the last reliever, rattled closer. And we're in the 7th inning, guys. The 7th inning. How do you make this work for the rest of the game? Able to get the pop up there. Wait, what's going on? If he threw it to first, he might have got the double play. I'm not sure what Snowbird was doing. Is she still not going to sub? Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, there you go. She looks like she's going to sub it. She does bring in Nikki Jennison. But it's not going to help. Oh, no, it dropped. A drop ball there at shortstop. And a well-struck ball, to be fair, but what a big catch that would have been. And now he gets another opportunity. Yeah, it's going to be a double play. And once again, the Mallards, they give up one, but they still survive. And the way this series is gone, I mean, 2 innings. Do we think Billy can score 9? I very much think he can.
Oh, yeah, he can.
I very much think he can. The reliever comes in for the Black Roses. Well-located curveball. Here's a well-located changeup. A little bit outside.
I don't think triangle is a bad arsenal necessarily against Billy, but that was wow, nice call.
Number 28.
Billy's had a few looking strikeouts this game. He's normally pretty aggressive at the plate, but he's been patient this time, and it's cost him a few times. But that curveball is well located, but he still hits it up center. If you're Billy here, you need like 3 or 4 runs. You got to get like 3 or 4 runs here, and then hope that you can hold her to 0. You know, you're a great batter, but anyone, like 9 runs is really tough, no matter what the situation is.
Yeah, and if I'm Snowbird, I've got a short leash on this pitcher. He's fine for now, but I'm not going to let it reside on his shoulders. I think she has a couple better pitchers.
Oh, and a misplayed dive over there on a tough play, and she's still able to get the out at second because the Mallard stuttered between first and second, thinking she was going to catch it. And so no harm, no foul. Curveball hit left field, going to find a gap. Going to bring him around second, over to third. Does he get aggressive? He does get aggressive. She sends it home, and he's safe. 2-10. Still an 8-run difference. You need a lot more than that. He can't sub. There's no way. You have no pitchers left, right?
He can bring in a position player to pitch. I don't know if he knows that, but
wow. And here we're going to see Rapid Ramirez, and there's no pitchers left for the Mallards. It's do or die time.
And I guarantee you a position player to pitch is not going to work against Snowbird like it would against some players.
Oh, and he watches. He pinch hits and then watches for the 3rd strike.
Wow.
Really makes it feel not worth it now. And he's got to bring in somebody. And
I think he's going to leave her in there. Let her pitch. Yeah.
4-seam, curveball. 0 stats all the way around. He not only has 1 inning to survive, he's got 2 innings he has to survive and score. Monumental task here for the Mallards. 3-1 count.
Yeah, she probably doesn't need to take the bat off her shoulder.
That one's hit left field, going to find a gap. Center fielder takes the wrong direction, but then he turns for it. Leadoff double once again for the Black Roses, and she's still just 2 runs away from taking game 5.
Yeah, I think that was actually a strike, so that was a good swing from Snowbird.
Curveball! Oh, no!
Oh, my goodness.
It doesn't matter at all because of the stats, but Snowbird is really pounding the faces of these Mallard pitchers.
Right.
And that one's deep center field. Is it going to get over the wall? And it does! The Black Roses, they're going to take advantage in this series. It's 3-2, and we're going to see y'all in game 6. What a display from the Black Roses. A run rule. 2-13 at home.
Yeah, what a game for the Black Roses. Fantastic baseball. Some tough luck for Billy. Kind of like we said in the onset, got behind the 8 ball early, and it seems like in this series, getting behind the 8 ball early is really, really bad just because of the way it puts pressure on the pitchers, and we saw, basically a position player that's not going to cut it in there.
Right. Really, really rough start for the Mallards, the way that his pitcher was injured off rip. But, I mean, huge shout out to Billy, to be honest. He was down like 6 runs with a hurt starter off rip, and he was able to bring that thing into 8 innings. So that's impressive in itself. But if you're the Mallards, you got to score more runs than that in a series like this, and I think he knows that. Right. And so, I mean, game 5, not much different than what we've seen so far. We see a run rule, and we see a lot of runs scored. So we're going to take a little break here. We're going to bring y'all game 6, and we have a chance now in Game 6 to crown our AAA champion. Snowbird's going to be on the road at Shaka at the deepest stadium that SMB has to offer, Billy's home stadium. And we'll see if Billy, the rookie, the Mighty Mallards, are able to just get another game out of this series and have another opportunity to win this thing. Their backs are against the wall, and Snowbird is smelling the blood in the water. So we'll bring it back at you. Game 6 coming here in just a minute. everybody. We are loading in to Shaka Sports Turf. Everything on the line for Mighty Mallards. The Snowbird and the Black Roses have a chance to get their first ever AAA championship right here, right now, at the away stadium. Send the fans home crying, but the Mighty Mallards on the other side have a chance to keep their season alive and be one of the very few handful of rookies who come into the league and win their first ever championship. So we're going to see, we got Lamerda on the mound for the Black Roses. We've got Torres on the mound for the Mighty Mallards. And after an exciting game 1 through 5, 1 through 5, the series has been back and forth. It's impossible to guess what's going to happen here. The only thing we can guess is there's going to be a lot of runs, and this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we got Knight Shaka again. Like I said back in the second game, I think, this is hitter territory, so I expect a lot of runs here despite the size of the ballpark.
And I would like to argue with you that this is Shaka, but the last time you told me Shaka's a hitter's ballpark, it was like 26-27 or whatever, so I'm going to go with you. We're about to see a high-scoring game despite the stadium. The nighttime's going to help out, but the Mighty Mallards start with a strikeout there on the velo.
Left fielder, number 23.
Adriana Torres with that low accuracy, but good velo, good junk, and the 4-pitch arsenal. Obviously, we saw the starter hurt in Game 5. If the starter stays healthy here and avoids getting hit, I think we're going to see a much better pitching performance from the Mallards. And he was really just handicapped from the get-go in Game 5. But regardless of the pitching situation, he has to score more runs.
He's going to have to lean on her stuff because her accuracy is weak, and she carries that choker trait. So she needs to stay on top of things and use that junk. She has a good junk rating. She's got an elite pitch.
Yeah, slider.
Yeah.
That one's going to find a gap. It's going to be a double, 2-out double. Magic Max hauls it in, brings it to third base.
Now batting,
and here comes the power hitter.
Number 8.
Fastball hitter, RBI hero is engaged because the runner on second. We'll see how aggressive this pitcher is. Personally, I'm walking here, but we've not seen personal walks from the Mallards, and he does, and he throws a slider right down the middle, and lucky to get away with that one. Gets a clean inning, only giving up 1 hit.
Again, she leaned on her stuff because the location was garbage, but got through the inning, so any inning you get through with these two is at least something.
Yeah, I think a big point we need to make in this series, think about the pressure difference. Snowbird obviously can lose the game, and it's not the end of the world. Mighty Mallards have so much pressure back against the wall. You can't lose another game. We'll see how he's able to react, and that's left field. It hits the wall, and a leadoff double, and the Mallards tell you, hey, what's up? I'm a rookie, so what? I'm here to let you know my back against the wall doesn't mean anything. Brings out the best in him, and he gets a leadoff double.
Yeah, and he immediately gets shocked and gets that out of the way. So now he's looking to go even further.
Magic Max up to the plate, looking to do some damage. Change up outside. He's able to hit it into center field. Happenstance, catches it, and he's smart. He gets back to second. We've seen some issues on the base path and in the field, but right there, great fielding play and a smart decision on the base paths.
Number 12.
Yep, good play all around.
And that's the missing factor I think we've seen in this series, is the base running and the fielding's been a little bit lackadaisical so far, and it's costed them. We know they have the bat, but little things matter in a World Series, and that's a good sign right there that they both make the right play. Change up outside. Full count now, runner on second. Fastball, and he watches it. Swift strikes out for the second out of the inning. Here comes Hero.
Third baseman, number 16.
Havoc Hero swings at the first pitch, a little bit outside, 0-1. That one's way low, 1-1 count. Lamerde's got that velo. We'll see how much she hangs her hat on it. Changeup causing some trouble. He's swinging at these changeups out of the zone. Fastball hits a little bunt, not going to have enough speed, and a clean inning from both. What a shocker. It might be the first clean inning we've seen in this entire series.
Right fielder, number
It's 0-0
25.
going into the second.
Hard to believe we started a game 0-0 here, but
I know. It's usually like 6-7 by now. Crimes up to the plate, swings on an 0-2. She gives him another strike, and he takes advantage of it. I'm sorry, Snowbird, she takes advantage of it. Mighty Mallard's a little aggressive on the mound there.
Number 3.
Leadoff single. Fastball low and outside. 16.33 ERA for the starter. And I'm sure this series is a big reason why it's like that. Oh, the slider is nuked to right field. It's Shaka. It doesn't matter. It's deep enough. Give me a guess. Give me 430. No, I'm not even close. 451. Greater than I thought. A Holder with a 6 home run of the playoffs. And now the pitcher's tense, and the Black Roses have a 2-0 lead. Yeah, he's got that elite slider, but that's twice now. It's been absolutely meatballed over the middle of the zone. You can't do that. Not against someone like Snowbird. You cannot meatball a slider.
Yeah, no, I would stick more with the triangle pitches for now.
And now no outs. 2 runs already scored and 2 on. The Mighty Mallards, like we talked about, you don't want to get in a bad situation early with the run rule potential. Double play opportunity here. Over to second, then to first. No, it's misplayed. It's into the dugout, and a run scores on an opportunity for a double play. We see the jitters on a bad overthrow. Now we've only got 1 out. Runner on second. Slider, is he going to be able to get over there in foul territory? He does. She goes to third. Okay, changes her mind. Oh, he almost got her at second.
The left fielder, number 23.
A good play in right field. Just need to limit this.
Yeah, you made the mistake. Don't let your mental get out of hand. You need to hold this down to just those 2 runs. Good fastball on the outside.
Great pitch there from Torres, who's tense now.
Swinging on a ball, 2-2 count. I go back to that velo. He goes with a changeup, full count.
Got to come with a looper here.
Curveball, swings early. We'll see if he gives her another pitch to hit. Great curveball there. And he does. It's a little bit high, though.
Wow.
And he walks thigh trap.
That was it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that's a tough call. Fastball's 0-1. You gave up 2 runs. You don't want to give up a home run here. You need to get out of this. You're down 2-1 count. Here comes the pitch. 3-1 count. Greensmith looking to do damage here. We'll see if he sees a strike.
He's swinging.
And he does swing on an inside fastball, and he's able to. He gave up the nuke on a weak slider, but 3 runs come across for the Black Roses.
Number 39.
Now, if you're the Mighty Mallards, you got to try to score some runs.
Yeah, Torres did a nice job getting out of that pickle, and now Billy's got a hit. Big single. Greensmith not going to get there.
Yeah, good leadoff single. Tense already for the second baseman. Not exactly sure why. Over to second. Yeah,
oh boy.
Over to first, double play. That's not what you want if you're the Mallards.
Number 30.
Great fastball here. 100 miles an hour, locked in already on the mound after that double play. 0-2 count, a couple of 100 miles an hour, and she's going to give him a third. And it finds the zone. He watches it again. Wow. Snowbird gives up the lead off runner,
Number 8.
and then gets out of it clean.
Snowbird really sticking to the outside part of the plate, which you see a lot of XBL pitchers will do that. It can be an effective strategy, but I'm always of a mind that you still have to mix it up, and you do have to challenge inside here and there just to keep people honest.
Number 25.
That ball would have been out at any other stadium, but here at Shaka doesn't get out deep center field, but she is able to get a 1-out double here. Hang on, is she going to go for third? She turns around. We've got a 1-out double that found the gap. I want to welcome into the chat Youth Worship. Haven't seen you before. Welcome. We're in our AAA World Series Game 6 here with a chance to crown our champion, or we have a chance to see a Game 7 depending on how Billy is able to answer. Change up low. That's a tough one in the gap, though. Scoops it. Magic Mac's able to get there in time. 2 outs now.
Third baseman.
Got a base open here, so I would be careful with this batter right here. You want to get out of here clean. It's not the worst thing to walk this batter, but she gets a single.
It's a single, sends it home. goes a second, has a chance
Oh,
here.
good play by Snow.
Had the cannon arm, but missed through it. Had a chance to get her
Number
out.
99.
She's done a really good job of taking the extra base in this series. I'm a little bit surprised. It's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, you really got to know timing and arms, and there's so much to take into account. Bad swing there. So much to take into account when you're taking extra bases, which is why it's so impressive to me to see XBL guys like Pseudo and No Name know exactly when they can and can't. Curveball hit well.
Oh, what a
center
swing
field.
from
He's
Dirkweir.
going to send it home. There's a good speed rounding third. Going to be safe.
happening.
And also take second. 5-0 already here in the top of the third.
Number 22.
Yeah, that's a monster single from Dirkweir there to bring 2 runs in and be standing on second base.
1-1 count. Pitcher watches another 2-1.
Yeah, Torres a little bit shaken up there on the mound, making it the fly ball.
Able to snag it. Close one over there in center field. Gives up 2 runs. Once again, if you're the Mallards, you're giving up runs, but not that bad. You got to bat like you've been batting the entire series. 5 runs in the third inning is really actually kind of low compared to what we've seen. Where has the Mallards' bats gone? They've shrunk a little bit here with his back against the wall.
Yeah, the problem is Lamurde's locked in here, so the pressure's on. That ball's coming in a little bit quicker, a little bit more accurate than you want.
A good strikeout on a good fastball low outside. Snowbird really locking in on the mound right now, pitching well. We already see the starter pulled for the Mallards. He feels the pressure. He feels like he needs to score now.
Oh yeah, you got to go here.
Change up on the first pitch for the pinch hitter. We've already got 2 outs.
Number 2, Spike Simpson.
Good strike. Snowbird, this is impressive. We haven't seen either of them locate, but once again, a good changeup and a quick third out. And Snowbird and the Black Roses look, I mean, XBL level. We know she's going to get moved up to the XBL next season, and we thought the pitching was a struggle, but right now really showing she can pitch when she locks in. Mighty Mallards have a tall task. Got to get out of this. Give yourself time to score. Get your bats locked in, but a leadoff single there for the Black Roses.
Number 23.
Jackie Junk is in on the mound.
Yeah, a lot of junk here from Jackie Junk. See if it bothers her. It hasn't bothered her in the past, but
yeah, good junk ball hitter.
Does have specialist as well. That's huge.
Yeah, specialist here is huge. You want to run this pitcher as long as you can. Gets the swing on a fastball up high.
Wild stab by the shortstop.
Number 19.
Greensmith up. Power versus righties engaged. Base rounder, I believe, is what's on first base. Good screwball there on the inside. 1-1. Curveball hit well center field. Not going to matter because the curveball's busted. And now 2 outs.
Yeah, that was a good pitch, good swing.
Number 8.
Just like you said, there's nothing there for you.
There's the steal. He's able to watch it, but he goes to second. Is he going to get him in time? And he is.
No, slow.
And wow, we very rarely have seen steals in this series. She tries it there, and the Mallards are actually kind of expecting it. But once again, the Mallards have to score here. It's the 4th inning. And you know Snowbird and the Black Roses are going to score more. Here's a wild pitch. Way up top, 2-1. Changeup coming outside, 3-1. Hit well right field, but a little bit late. We got a full count now, and every at-bat has a lot of pressure for the Mallards. Good changeup on the top of the zone for the first out. A looking strikeout once again for Billy and the Mallards.
Yeah, Lamurde's in Billy's head right now. She's coming up with the goods.
Number 16.
Yeah, this is a strong pitcher, and we're seeing strong location, something Billy has not been used to in this series. He's been used to getting a pitch to hit nearly every at-bat. Right now, he's got nothing.
The first baseman, number 8.
And another clean inning. Black Roses looking really impressive on the mound. Billy, once again, needs to mimic what the Black Roses are doing and get a shutout inning. Ooh, a weak fastball, but she watches it. I'm sorry, she swings late. Screwball hit up the middle, leadoff runner. And if you're Billy here, this is your best reliever because of that specialist trait. Can he slide for it? Not gonna get it though. That's a tough break. Mojo up for the batter, and now 2 runners on. No outs. You only have 5 runs to play with. Deep right field. It's Shaka though. It's not gonna get out. Runners probably will advance. A bad throw.
Oh no! Did he throw to third?
Yeah,
oh my God! No.
Third baseman.
Yeah, you got to limit that.
Specialist engaged on this batter. See if he can get out of this inning. Right field, screwball hit well, but not well enough. Able to scoop it. Gonna go home. Swift goes to second though. 1-run score is not the end of the world for the Mallards. You probably live with that in this situation, but you need to get out of this now.
Yep. Yeah. No, you're okay still. Now you got to go.
Oh boy, ropes that to center field. Max throws it into home. She's challenging? No, she's not challenging, and she stays at first as well. Runners on the corner. 2 out. Pitcher up yet again. Can't take her out the way she's been dealing.
Yeah. So this is good for Billy now. He's got the pitch. She is locked in though, and we know Snow can hit with a locked-in pitcher.
Yeah, I don't want to say anything about that. I clipped what you called last time with her pitcher. Curveball hit well by the pitcher, and it's going to help herself. She's got an RBI.
Yep.
Billy just forcing himself deeper and deeper into a hole. And now, Snowbird's got a chance to put this in run rule territory. Happenstance at the plate, swings at a screwball, 1-1.
Ooh, tough pitch.
Tense
That's
on the
brutal.
mound. Curveball deep center field. And the Mallards are able to get out of it. It's 7-0, folks. We're in the bottom of the 5th. 2 hits to 13, and we've got an on-fire pitcher.
Wow.
Good strike again, 0-2 count. The accuracy boost is really helping her. Look at that location. Changeup swung on, popped out. Duke Crimes is going to get it for the first out. Does it not feel like the Mallards have to put up at least 1 or 2 right here?
Yeah, but she's totally dotting pitches like he's getting nothing here.
My, oh my, we haven't seen this from Snowbird, but she's doing it, and that's a tough pitch to hit, but he does. He puts it into center field, and we've got a runner on. Billy is really not getting any pitches to hit right now. He's got to figure out how to manufacture some runs before this game gets into run rule territory. Changeup up high, hits it left field, a good swing. That one's going to be trouble over there in the corner. He's going to round second, round third, stays though, thinks better of it. Man at second and third now with 1 out and a chance to do a little damage of his own.
Yeah.
Cut that lead down.
I agree with that decision. With 1 out, you can't push that. Let's get another hit.
Good pitch on the outside. Coming with the fastball again, low. Watches it. 1-2.
By him.
Outside 2-2. Good eye. Oh, and another great pitch on the corner from Snowbird and the Black Roses. A huge strikeout in this scenario. We're going to see a pinch hitter here.
A touch high, but was close enough and got the call.
Batting, number 48.
If you're Billy, you really got to try to get a 2-out run here. Swings late on the fastball. Another fastball up high, and it's another great location. Changeup outside now, 2-2 count. Very well could be Billy's last at-bat of the season. Oh, I'm sorry, he's the bottom half. He'll get at least 1 more chance. Well struck right field. Happenstance, what a dive in center field, and she needed it. Could have shifted the momentum, but Happenstance says no, no, no.
From left fielder, number 23.
A great diving catch, and now the Snowbird and the Black Roses. They line into their first out, but
number 19.
If they can put up 3 runs here, they can end this thing early.
Yep.
Tornado scoops it in, throws it to second. We've got a 1-out single. Mighty Mallards did bring in another reliever. We see Billy Beam on the mound. Really low accuracy. See if he can maneuver that. 2-0. Well struck center field on a fastball with fastball hitter engaged. Good dive from Max to hold it. Had a man on first and second. Now you've got the chance for a run rule here with Duke Crimes up. locked in. Huge at bat here.
It does have easy target. Just pumping up beam a little bit here.
Ooh, swings late. 2-1 count. Need some more good pitches here. Misses 3-1. Fastball up high. Center fielder is going to be able to get there. Keeps him at first and second. You feel like if you're the Mallards here, you gotta hold it here. You can't let up a run.
Oh, you have to. No, you have to. Yeah, beam has to do it right here.
Rich Holder up to the plate. Catcher. A little bit low on the fastball. 1-1. Velo looking really good for Billy Beam. Rally stopper is on. Oh no, it's deep left field. It's gonna find itself over the wall.
Oh boy.
Black Roses. They put this thing into run rule territory. It's 10-0. We're in Game 6 of the World Series, guys. If the mighty Mallards don't respond in the bottom half, we're gonna crown our champion here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, the rally wasn't stopped there by Beam, unfortunately, for the Mallards. So now way behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, really added pressure into himself. He's able to get the third out here, but now you force yourself. You have to get 1 run. And we've seen last game he only scored 1 or 2 runs, and this game he hasn't scored yet. And the way she's been locating with this locked-in pitcher, it's going to be tough. Changeup hit well on a really good location, and that's how you want to start it if you're the Mallards. Leadoff single.
Yeah, you got to stay confident. Just try to. This pitcher's been so tough.
Another good hit over there between first and second. 2 on, no outs, and the Mallards showing some life. Responding well in a situation where they absolutely have to. They have no choice. Got to score runs here. His season is not over yet, folks. 10 runs is very doable for either of these squads. Deep right field. Is it going to find a spot out there? It's tough, and she does catch it. Wow, Duke Crimes. It looked close, but able to snag it. Now we got runners on the corner. Double play situation is still in effect. Havoc Hero is up to the plate.
Number 16.
Oh, yeah, dangerous hitter here. This is the guy you got to get.
Ooh, 0-2 count, though. Tough spot here for the Mallards. Thinking closely about the pitch. Thinking about a sub, even. Disrespectful. Really? I hate a sub mid at bat. Feels very unbaseball-esque to me, but she's thinking about a walk, I think. Keeps it, throws it low, and he swings. It's going to be a chance for a double play. Over to second, over to first. Not in time, and a run scores. We're going to see another inning of baseball, y'all.
Left fielder, number 39.
And it's not what he wanted, but it's enough to manufacture another inning out of him. And that one's deep left field. Thigh Trap's going to be able to get there, though. We see 1 run come across and save the game for the Mallards. But wow, what a task you have at hand. Billy Beam really needs to lock down, and the Mallards need to get more runs than they have right now. We've really seen them go quiet at the plate here in Game 5 and 6.
Yeah, it's all on Billy's shoulders here. He didn't think he'd be out there. He was already kind of getting ready for a shower, and now he's out there trying to see if he can somehow hold.
And you can see that pressure on him. He's got a 4-pitch walk to lead off. We might see a pinch hitter here. She's looking at it. Lamurde's locked in, but that stamina is low.
Yeah, it's worth a pinch hit.
Yeah, she brings in
Number 11.
Viv Day Guy. Pinch perfect's on, 1-1, man on first.
Yeah, brutal pinch hitter.
Curveball hit well, left field.
Oh, boy.
It's going to bounce off the wall. It's probably going to score a run as she rounds third. Keeps the other runner at second. Now we're back into run rule territory in the Mallards once again. Tough spot, no outs, man on second. Looking to see, she's subbing in a runner.
Now base running, number 4.
Got Schnabel in the chat. Welcome, Schnabes.
Billy Beam comes out. Here comes Morales, the SPRP, going with the low velo SPRP with the high ERA. Great curveball there.
Yeah, pretty much throwing anything in there now.
Yeah, I think Billy feels like it doesn't matter what pitcher he throws. He's just got to score. Change up, not well located, but able to get the out over there in center field. Max sends it third. She turns back to second. Hero sends it to second. Not going to matter.
Now batting, the left fielder.
One out now.
Number 23.
11-1 here in the 7th of our AAA World Series. We could see our champ get crowned at the end of this inning. Goes to, I don't know where he's going.
Oh my, off
Probably
throw. Yeah.
actually could have got it out with a good throw, but a missed throw cost a run. 12-1 now. You need a run and some if you're the Mallards. Shortstop, another drop. Oh no, bad, bad, bad for the Mallards, and another run's going to score. You do not need that in this situation. Down 12 now in the 7th inning.
First baseman, number 8.
The Mallards rattled pretty badly here. Can't seem to. Easy fly ball there, though.
Yeah, 2 outs now, like it shows. Down 12 runs.
Number 25.
Doesn't really matter what happens here on the mounds. That one's hit well left field. Is he going to be able to get there? Not going to be able to catch it. Tornado sends it into third. She goes home. She's going to play aggressive, and because he didn't throw, and it's a missed throw, and going to be able to take third. Another wait a second. She gets out. Snowbird gets aggressive.
Oh my.
And after a couple of bad throws, somehow the Mallards are able to get that third out. And, well, folks, here we go. Once again, we see the Mallards, they're in run rule territory. They need at least 4 runs here to keep this thing alive.
Yeah, and there's Abdenor coming out there with a triangle. Looking to. Billy's got to put up, what?
He's
3
got to put up 4 runs.
4 just
and it's the back end of the lineup as well.
Number 30.
Has no excuses he can use. He has to score here.
Right.
14-1, bottom of the 7th, game 6 of our AAA World Series. Both teams looking for their first ever championship. A rookie in Billy, a veteran in Snow, but not the likes that we've seen of her before. She's a different beast this season. Outside, 3-1. Changeup gonna find the zone. He swings early, full count now. Every pitch huge. Swings at a curveball out of the zone, and here's the second out, and you've got no outs to play with if you're the Mallards. Your season's on the line, and here comes Amber Iron. Can the Mallards bring this thing to another inning, or will Snowbird and the Black Roses win their first ever championship and be immortalized in XBL history? And the reward of going up to the XBL and getting dog pounded by Lazy.
Exactly.
Change up outside, 0-1. Fastball up high, swings, finds the zone. We're going to see a little bit more drama. Can the Mallards do anything else? Here comes the pitcher, got to take her out. We're going to see a pinch hitter here.
Yeah, I mean, it is a hittable pitcher. Going to be tough here, but just got to keep it going.
Bolt Jackson looking
to
keep
swing
their
through
season
meatballs.
Alive. Low fastball. Curveball outside, 2-1. Gonna see a curveball again. Well located outside. He swings. It's over to shortstop, over to first, and yes, sir, folks, you're not dreaming. If you're a Black Roses fan, you just witnessed XBL history for the Black Roses, a AAA championship, and we crown the Queen of Toronto, the Queen of AAA, Snowbird, and the Black Roses are your AAA World Series champions.
Yeah, I mean, I've been around this league for 8 seasons now. I don't think anybody ever dreamed of Snowbird winning the AAA. As much as we love Billy, to see her progress the way she has, you know, like I've said many times, she was taking her lumps with me at the extreme bottom of AA and AAA for quite a few seasons. Was starting to come around the last couple seasons, really looked good at the plate last season, still struggled with the pitching, but starting to really put it together. And then we saw this season, you know, instead of her being scared of people, people were scared of her. And that's been the case the entire AAA, I think, season. I think she's pretty much been the front runner. And she really balled out, you know, after an early split here in the World Series.
Yeah, we saw Billy go up 2-0 very early. Obviously, the first 2 games in the series, and Snowbird, wow, what a response. Gets the 4 straight wins and able to crown herself a champion. But before I get to Snow, there's going to be so much we can say about Snow. I want to shout out Billy. Rookie in the XBL, never played a season before, and you saw that come to fruition in his builds and some of his the way he didn't necessarily know the tricks you can use on the mound to get out of situations. Just PvP in general is such a big thing to have experience in when you come to a league like this. But Billy, man oh man, did he not show us that he's very capable of being an XBL player? And if you're in the AA and AAA, at least myself, maybe not everybody, when you're in the AA and AAA, your goal is to improve. Get good enough where you can get into that top league, where you can call yourself a top 20 player in the entire world of SMB when you get into the XBL. And if Billy didn't win the championship, sure, it's still a great season for him as a rookie, but he showed us he's an XBL level player. He has the bat. I think when you look at his build, you see him in the chat asking about build things, asking about stadium suggestions. He ran Shaka, for Christ's sakes, and was the second player in the voting for long ballo. If that's not impressive in itself, I don't know what is. So yeah, if you have anything to say about Billy, go ahead and use this platform as you can, because I'm extremely impressed by a rookie to come into AAA and make it to the World Series and push it to 6 games against a player that really looked on another level compared to the rest of the league this season.
Oh yeah, no, hats off to Billy. He showed a lot of gutsy play. He gutted it out against me, came down to literally the last strike in a 5-game series. Finished in the top 10 of AAA. The roster's going to have to improve. I don't think Shaka's the place for him to play necessarily. Hard to say in XBL, but I was still, even there, I wouldn't really think Shaka is his friend. But I hope he's having fun and was really just excited to get, my goal was to get to the finals this season. I didn't care if I lost 4 games. I really wanted to get to the finals, and I just didn't quite get there, which was a little bit disappointing, but I still had an absolute blast. And I felt like I had a good showing against Billy. Like I said, it came down to the last out in the last game in overtime. So that's what the XBL is all about. You got to lay your heart on the line, and if somebody's better than you, then they're better than you. And Snowbird turned it around, showed she was better than him in this series. And congratulations to Snowbird. Has always been a classy player, has always been a hard worker, which I think we all admire that. She doesn't get down. She doesn't, post a bunch of excuses in the chats or anything like that. She just rolls with the punches. In general, supports the other players, always has a sense of humor. And when you're talking about, community, that's the type of person that you want around for sure. So love to see her after. I'm not sure exactly what season she started. If it was the same as me in 10, she might have been here before that. But it's been at least 7 or 8 seasons for her. So congratulations, Snowbird.
Yeah, and like you touched on, when you're Billy and you come into your rookie season, it's nearly impossible to make any expectations for yourself, because you might think one thing about the league and then you start playing and you really start to realize how good the players are. But even if you're not in the XBL, AAA players are just incredible. They're top 50 in the world. They're incredible players. So it's hard to set any expectations for yourself. And I'm not sure what his were exactly, but making it to the World Series, period. Very impressive, whether it's your first season, whether it's your 5th season, no matter what. So extremely impressive. And then, yeah, like you said, Snowbird, I'm sure everybody's happy to see Snowbird get a championship. The way she's improved and the way she played through AA and now played into AAA after struggling in AAA previously, came into the AAA this season. We didn't have her at number 1, I believe, in the preseason rankings, but we had her up there, and very quickly, after just 1 week or 2, we brought that next power rankings show, and Snowbird was number 1, and she never left it. Snowbird showed that she was the best batter in the league by far. Pitching was like we saw in tonight's games. She locked it in when it mattered most, and that's really impressive to see. Some people struggle in the bright lights. Snowbird really showed up, had the bat on par with how she normally is, and then really locked in her pitching and just made it nearly impossible for Billy to answer because the pitching became top notch and the batting has always been
Mhm.
top notch. So huge shout out to Snowbird. We see a Toronto-based World Series here, and we get to crown Snowbird and the Black Roses, the Queen of Toronto. But for everybody here, what's more important? The Queen of AAA, the winner of AAA, the champion, gonna be on the trophy forever, gonna be on the website forever. You're never gonna be able to go through XBL history without seeing Snowbird in that record book, and it's for multiple reasons. Long ballo, I believe she won the most improved player, and now she gets the hat trick for the season with the World Championship and the AAA. So Snowbird really impressed. Awesome job of responding after going down 0-2 and showing us what she's really about. And I mean, as much as I want to say congrats, Snowbird, obviously great job. You just did, I mean, the hardest thing to do. XBL is obviously really hard to win. AAA is just as hard to win. The parity is insane in the AAA. The players are insane. And you know what your reward is? You get to come up to the XBL. You get to face players that are, I mean, I could say from personal experience, a lot of games just aren't fun. Some players in this league are so good that you feel like there's no answer. And I feel like Snowbird going up to the XBL is going to be one of those players you cannot find an answer for the bat. No matter how you pitch to her, she's going to be able to hit any pitch you give her, any type of pitcher. But man, oh man, was she impressive. And we see the finale of our AAA go out in rum roll fashion. We see 5 out of 6 games in this series be rum roll, and that's what we noted from the very get-go of this series. Rum roll is so much on the table, not because both players are a difference in skill level, but because the batting prowess of both of these players and the way that they're just insane at the plate and have a chance to put up 10 runs in any inning. So yeah, big shout out to Snowbird. Big shout out to the Black Roses. And we get to see our first champion of season 17. We still have the AA. We still have the World Series for the AA. They are sent in to me right now. We've got the pre-recordings already on deck. We're just looking for a time to get them to you. And then we've got the XBL semis coming at you as well. So we're going to have a couple more champions to crown here in 17. But yeah, big shout out to Snowbird. Takes that first trophy of the season. And welcome to the XBL, Snowbird.
Yeah, we cried, we whined, we stamped our feet, we begged for some pitching in the series, and Snowbird stepped up. A lot of times in these hitter series, you say the first person to start pitching is going to win it, and she was the one that turned that page. I mean, it was awful tough for Billy with basically zero accuracy on most of his pitchers, but regardless, Snowbird did struggle early in the series with her location. Was absolute dynamite in Game 6, and that's where she takes home the trophy. So I think that's a fitting end to her season. So want to thank all the players in my favorite league, AAA, where I plan to return next season and bring my flock of eager, hardworking players back in here. Most of them have been there a long time. Eddie, Heisman, Ricks, all the crew. Can't fail to mention Rise and Fall. But yeah, so much fun. I want to thank everybody for such a good season. Again, we still have AA to run. And then, of course, there's some massive XBL series going on, which I won't even broach that because there's a lot to be said still there.
Yeah, well said, Mist. You're the face of AAA. You've been in the booth for nearly, if not all of the AAA games we've called this year. Obviously, I appreciate you very much. You make my quote-unquote second job a lot easier with these booth things because you're always available and you're always prepped and you always know the right things to say and you know these players so well. And you're really the heart of AAA. And now Snowbird's going to be leaving the AAA. Billy's probably going to be leaving the AAA. But as always, we've got players that fill in right behind them. And a lot of times, just like Snowbird, she came from the AA and people weren't sure. You're a AA player. The AAA is a different level. It's different players. It's not only ego adjustment. It's just skill level adjustment in itself. And sometimes you see players really just step up to the task, step up to the plate, if we want to use a baseball analogy, and really send that thing over the fence. And that's exactly what Snowbird did this series. So big congrats, and we could talk all night about how epic of a series it was. Game 2 is going to go in the history books for one of the most insane games we've ever seen in this league, and one of the most peculiar. I'm not even going to try it. Say it. Weird ass game is what Game 2 was, and an impressive series from both of these folks. So it was really fun. Great AAA season. It always is. Even though I'm an XBL player, y'all see me in the chat plenty often saying AAA is the true GOAT. It's got the parity. It's got so many players up and down that you never know what's going to happen, and we saw that. We saw even Snowbird get pushed to the max amount of games with Burning Ice before she got to this series. So it's really incredible and really fun to watch, and it's what makes the XBL so fun and so epic. So yeah, we'll get the AA World Series at y'all as soon as we can. We're gonna have Dwayne back in the booth soon after like we saw, a vacation to visit some of the XBL folks, and you always love to see the XBL meetups. I love that part of this league, just the personal connections you make with everybody. It makes it a lot funner. So we're going to run the AA World Series at you this week starting off, and then we've still got Pseudo and Lazy split right now in the XBL semis, and on the other side we've got a split between Wishbone and Mush in the XBL semis. So we have no idea how either of those series are going to go the way that they've been played so far, back and forth. And we've got a lot to run at you. Mist, I'll give you one last word before I get us out of here, before we have a lot more exciting stuff to run this week.
Yeah, no, just congratulations both players, and let's stay tuned for some more casting. I mean, both of those XBL series. I mean, Wishbone, Mush, you could flip a coin. Pseudo destroyed Lazy in Game 1, took it on the chin in Game 2. So I guess we'll see what we got, but that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and yeah, I just want to say real quick, sure, we have the XBL semis, and everyone loves the XBL because it's the top league. Do not push to aside the AA World Series, guys. The AA is the lowest league, sure, but if anyone has played in this league for multiple seasons, you know how hard it is to win at any level of this league, especially in AA with the differentiating egos the way it is right now. It adds an extra factor of difficulty to your game. So we've got Too Easy and the Mercenaries facing him in the World Series on that side. So
Silly Power Ranger.
I'm sorry about that. Yeah, Silly Power Ranger versus Too Easy. A couple of guys that came over from the SMNL, a great league in itself, have shown that they're great ball players, and they're very ready to move up to the AAA and take the spot of Billy and Snowbird and really push mystery man type players to the brink of elimination in these playoffs. So yeah, with that said, great season AAA. Congrats to both of these players, but obviously a bigger congrats to Snowbird. Congratulations, you got your first World Series, hopefully not your last World Series. It's really fun to be crowned the champion of any league here, and it makes you feel good, I'm sure. Billy, don't hang your hat, or hang your head on anything. You played extremely well. You had one of the most impressive rookie seasons we've ever seen, and I hope to see you around and see you keep playing. So good job, everybody. Great year. Great job in the championship, and we will catch y'all with the AA World Series and the XBL semifinals running this week. Y'all stay in the Discord. Watch for those match of the week announcements, and like y'all always see, you're going to see Mist in the booth, you're going to see me in the booth, and we're going to see a lot of people get subbed in and out of these series, give you a lot of commentary, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Y'all stay tuned to the Discord. We will see y'all here soon when we get the match of the week announcement posted. Thanks for watching, and y'all have a good night.